everybody, it's Georgia Rose, founder of the Zencuda Soul Space community, and this is your Tuesday Tarot for the week of June 13th, 2023. So welcome to Tuesday Tarot. In this video, I actually am a third generation tarot reader, so I give you the week ahead's reading, and I also give you tips on if you would like to read tarot and start your own tarot practice, or just use it to get into your own intuition and soul space. So let's get started. First, for my fire signs for the week of June 13th, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, here is your Tuesday Tarot predictions. I'm going to shuffle my card. You can see here I'm using the Rider-Waite traditional tarot card deck. That's really the best deck to learn on or use if you're going to read for yourself and friends. So let me pull 3 cards for my fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius for the week of June 13th, 2023. And so lots of times when we pull cards, we feel at the beginning, our first hit is they're opposites, but they always tell a story. So these are our cards. I forgot to turn my little candles on. Let me turn them on. There we go. And so first card that I pulled was the Tower card in reverse. Now, when a card is in reverse, it means it's upside down. We call that reverse in tarot. So the Tower card usually means things falling away. It can sometimes signify disaster. A lot of times when people get the Tower card in a reading, it could mean that they're in a time of their life where things are really falling through and falling apart, and they feel maybe they're going into a little bit of devastation. So for my fire signs, just know that the Tower card doesn't have to mean that. Sometimes that's the extreme meaning of it. But since it's in reverse, this is telling me that it already happened and you're through the worst of whatever transitions you're going through. The Tower card can also be extremely significant about healing, because whatever is falling away in your life, my fire signs, especially this week, and especially when our full moon in Gemini comes in on the 17th, there are things that are falling through, falling apart, falling away from you that are outmoded, they're outdated. You no longer have use or need for them. They may be a false security and it may be painful to let them slip away, but in the long run, you're actually going to be better off and healthy, because this is all about your balance. This card, some people call this the Aquarius card. Some people call the Star card the Aquarius card. To me, they're very similar. The Temperance card tells the story of balance. You can see you have an angel here, and they're transferring liquid from one chalice or cup to another. I'll put it closer so that you guys can see. And so in this, you see flowers growing, you see like a sunflower, a sun coming up over the mountains. This beautiful angel is coming in the Temperance card because it's showing us completion of what no longer serves us and going into balance and new ways of being. So even though this may be a difficult week in transition for my fire signs, it's a week where all ends well. This journey may take a while. It might be longer, of course, than this week, but the sun does shine, good health, prosperity, abundance. But unfortunately, we have to pass through that eye of the needle to thread the needle. So this Tower card is reflective of that. You're probably through the worst of it or going right through the eye of the needle now. It feels like a rebirth. It's almost like, a rebirth literally coming out of the womb. You're being squeezed, you're being restricted, things are falling away. But have faith and trust the universe, because this is really happening for your own good, so that you can go into balance. Angels are sending you signs now, my fire signs. So please, please be aware of the signs and be aware of angelic energy around you, showing you the way, showing you that even though you may be in a little bit of grief or loss from things that didn't work out the way you wanted them to, they certainly are working out behind the scenes and being orchestrated divinely for your best interest and your highest good. All right, my fire signs. Next up is my earth signs. So my earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This week for you, Capricorn, Pluto goes back into your sign. So it's retrograding. So you may feel a repeat of energy that you've been going around and around about for the last 15 years. And Taurus, you still have Uranus in your sign, and Jupiter is there now. So for Taurus, Jupiter is expanding things. It expands things that are really good, prosperity and abundance. And it also will expand anything you haven't taken care of to make it really annoying so that you have to take care of it. Just drop cards, really annoying. Be careful what your thoughts are, right? The universe will always match them. So for my earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, here are the 3 cards that I'm pulling for you. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So for my earth signs, I have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is really kind of apropos, because Pentacles is an earth sign. Pentacles and the King of Pentacles is an earth sign male. Could be you, could be your masculine side, could be someone who identifies more masculine. But the King of Pentacles is, again, somebody coming up in business. We get this card a lot. It's because especially King of Pentacles can be the Capricorn card. It is Pluto going back into Capricorn. Really, that's what this is signifying for me. Your sleepless nights are over. You've had a lot of them in the last recent years. My earth signs, you've had a tremendous amount of transition. You've had a tremendous amount of transformation. You're going to have a little more of that, but this time around, you know how to handle it. You're ready. You have strategized about it. And wherever you have allowed things to fall away and allowed yourself to go through that transformation, like we were just talking about my fire signs going through, they're kind of in the beginning, middle phase of it. For my earth signs, you're really at the end of this phase of transformation. Last few years, you've been kind of put through the rinse cycle. And now this beautiful card shows us all these pentacles, all this prosperity and abundance coming to you. It's the Eight of Pentacles. 8 is a very auspicious number. So just hang on tight for a few more months to the end of the year, because your hard work does pay off. So whatever you're being really disciplined about, whatever you're really allowing to release, even though, you may have people in your life that you really love, but you're letting them go. That's a really important thing to do right now, because the universe wants you to make space and bring abundance in for the things that can really come to you. This is also, I feel, maybe the endings of relationships. For some reason, psychically, I'm getting especially childhood relationships and children. So if that resonates for anyone out there, earth signs, I'm really getting that strongly. Let it go, let it be, trust the universe, and know that you are fully supported by a wise and loving universe that completely has your back. You're going to come into that hard work paying off. You're just not through the trenches yet, my earth signs, but you will be. So my water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. These cards are for you, week of June 13th. This is a very energetic week. If you tune into the Soul Space podcast on my Zenkuda YouTube channel, you'll get the astrology for the week also. And this week we spoke about family karma and family soul contracts and what families mean and what the things we go through with our family really are there to grow our soul about. So, okay, water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Cancer, you've got a lot of energy coming in for you these next couple of weeks. So try not to be so emotional. Scorpio, you are finishing up a lot of lessons because the nodes of the moon are coming out of your sign. South node has been in your sign for the last 18 months. So if things have been coming back around, and these cards are all in reverse, things have been coming back around for you, Scorpions. If you are feeling like things are repeating, old loves are coming back up, old people you haven't seen in a while coming back up, that's because the South node in your sign is finishing up some karmic contracts for you. So, and Pisces also, Pisces, just know that with Neptune still lingering in your sign, you may feel a little spacey this week. So what do these cards mean for my water signs for this week coming up on June 13th? Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Well, they're all in reverse, which means to me that either it has not happened yet or it has already happened. I kind of feel like this is energy that we're being shown because it's a little bit like your habit, like it's what you do in the past and we don't want you to do it anymore, the universe is saying. First card I picked was the Hermit card. This is so appropriate for a lot of our water signs. You have a tendency to go into hiding. You have a tendency when the mood is not right, when you're nervous, anxious, fearful, mad, you're going in your shells, you're closing the door, you're isolating. The universe does not want you to do that. The universe wants you to share your voice, share communication, especially this week with someone that you really know and trust. Also, I'm getting this Page of Swords. This is a communication card. This is not communication hesitantly. This is the universe really wants you to talk your talk, walk your walk, say what's on your mind in a really loving and diplomatic way. Because I have to say, water signs, you've been holding back. It's like you've been putting up a dam. Your water is about to burst open, but do it in a really loving way. Because in doing that, in communicating with things that are really deeply hidden for you with someone you love and trust, and really going and meeting with that person and connecting and giving yourself a little vulnerability and opening up. This Ace of Wands cards is a future card waiting for all your new beginnings. The Wands is movement. It is action. It's upside down because it hasn't happened yet. You haven't given into this vulnerability and opened up to communicate with someone you love and trust. So the new beginning can't come in yet. That's why it's upside down. So do these things, embody that trust of love. Know that whatever happens, even if you are vulnerable and it doesn't work out the way that you want, Remember, the universe has you fully supported and you're going to be okay anyway. So try it for that new beginning. Take the risk, be a little vulnerable, my water signs, and see what comes up for you. Next up is my air signs, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Now, my Geminis, this is a very big week for you. Mercury just went into your sign. Mercury is the mind. It's in its home in Gemini. You're ruled by Mercury, my Geminis. So out of all the air signs this week, if anyone has Gemini in their chart, you really want to look where that house is, because Gemini is going to have a lot of movement and a lot of communication. Later in the week, it's going to be a little confusing, but for the next couple of days in the beginning of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, you're going to be like quick thinking, really clear, really on fire for my air signs. So let's see what the cards hold for Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini week of June 13th. I feel like you have a lot on your mind. Your problem or your challenge in this energy, my earth signs, is going to be staying focused. Very hard for you, so slow your roll, all right? My air signs are going to be really in their heads this week. I know, I'm a Libra. And when Mercury's in Gemini, I'm always like, I can't finish a sentence. So the show will be interesting. I didn't do the show, tape the show yet. So this card is the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is someone who's balanced money-wise, okay? So if a lot of what's going through your head, my air signs right now, is money, financial woes, putting together money, doing something for money, making money, earning money, lack of money, whatever it is, keep your thoughts super positive. You have the scales of justice here. This is a card of balancing money, that you have enough for yourself and you're also altruistic and generous, giving it to people who don't have as much as you. This also is a significator of time. Maybe you need to give time to someone who are really less privileged than you are or less lucky than you are. And I say that because if you're in your head too much and you can't ground and you're worried about a lot of things at the same time, a great cure for that is going into gratitude. And the best way to go into gratitude is do something charitable for somebody, you know, volunteer somewhere or go to shopping and bring it to the food bank, or do something that is gets you out of your head into your heart space. It'll drop you down to that area right away. And my air signs really need to do that this week. And this is the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is very emotional energy. Usually air signs are all in their head, but this shows me that you need to drop into your hearts, especially this week. Just like I said with the Six of Pentacles, you don't want to get too mercurial, mercenary, right? Mercury, minds. You don't want to get too in that. You want to get down into your heart space, breathe into the heart, ground in nature, because my air signs are really going to be up here this week, and you need to come down a little bit. And then this is the celebration of that. Be in communion with people, be in the heart space, you know, that's saying wherever three are gathered, right? You know, good things come, divinity comes in. So you want to go into that space this week, my air signs, because you're going to be too much in your head. It's going to be problematic. You're going to worry. You're not going to be able to sleep. So drop the energy down into your heart space so that you are in a place where you have a little bit more emotion than just worrying around in your head and ruminating. All right. So that is our cards for the week of June 13th, 2023. And now for your tarot tip. So every week I try to give you a tip so that if you are going to a tarot reader, or if you want to, you know, get a deck of cards and just play around and you know, do things for yourself and try and read your own tarot, or pick a card every day just to see what your card of the day is. That's a great way to learn. My tip for you this week is to always make sure that you're being loving with yourself and others, and that your thoughts are positive. Don't assign all these cards or certain cards. Like in the beginning of this week, our very first card that I pulled was the Tower card. And some readers will make that a very fatalistic read. They'll think the Tower card can literally mean death or something like that. You want to make sure that when you're reading cards of any kind, oracle cards, angel cards, tarot cards, you're really in a positive mind space and a positive setup of your energy. Because if you read in a negative way, you can actually invoke or bring negative energy in for you or that person, just by, you know, letting it in your energy field. So you really want to make sure you stay positive and always stay in light. And when you study tarot, or if you're just going to, you know, fool around with it a little bit and pull some cards for yourself, don't always say, uh-oh, what does that mean? Or, uh-oh, that's a bad card. There's no such thing as bad cards. There's no such thing as bad charts. There's no such thing as bad astrology. It's the polarity of the energy. It's all there to teach us to go to the highest octave and to be in the energy and the most positive and highest good for ourselves. So that is my tip. Stay in positive energy when you're reading or pulling any kind of cards. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can find me on this channel, Zencuda. You can also, please comment below, share my videos. You can also see a lot of my videos on social media, on Facebook at Zencuda Soul Space. My Soul Space podcast is banked here and on the Facebook page every week. And you can also find me on Instagram at Zencuda Official. So please do subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Share it, get your friends to subscribe. I'm trying to get over 1,000 subscribers so I can do my lives directly on there so that you don't have to worry about, oh, when did the video go up? You'll know everything's right there if you go on the page. Thank you so much. And I will see you in the Soul Space podcast Monday nights at 7 p.m. Bye-bye.